Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Oria from Samba Kennels. This is my first time actually recording a video specifically for YouTube, and I'd like to start my video apologizing for my English first of foremost because it's English as second language. As you can tell, I'm from Brazil, and I sometimes forget some words or I mix them up a little bit. But anyhow, here I am. More importantly, to pass out information and share a little bit of my experiences as a breeder. I've been breeding for 20 years. I'm a Dogo Argentino breeder. Started my career in 2004, and I have dozens of champions all over the world. 54 countries we have dogs in, and we have Westminster champions, world champions. Anyways, it's a long way that I've been doing this, and always focusing in healthy animals, high quality animals, and preserving and improving the breed. So I didn't want to be different when I started breeding the XL Bullies. I'm also a dog transporter, so I started having a lot of contact with the XL Bullies in America because I was doing a lot of transports around 2017, 2016, and that's when the XLs were starting to become popular and exchanged by breeders from other countries. So I started transporting them, and this is when I decided that I wanted to breed XLs. So I started my career in the XL Bullies in 2021. Got my first XL Chuck Norris, and I'm gonna be telling you a little bit of each one of my dogs. But my focus was to bring Brazilian dogs from my country, because I'm from Brazil, and I wanted to bring them over here because the quality of breeding there is very high. We have a beautiful bloodlines, and I believe that the American bullies in America, they can really benefit from the traits that the Brazilian pit monsters, how they're called over there, they can really benefit from what they are and what they can offer as far as muscle tone, head shape, and especially temperament. Brazilian dogs have amazing temperament. They're very sweet. They're very family oriented. So this is why I wanted to bring a little bit of Brazil to America in my breeding program with all my extensive career in dogos and focused in structure and dynamics of the dogs. And I see a lot of dogs here with flaws, with structural flaws, and I thought, hey, this is a great breed to be in because I see room for improvement, and maybe I can use my experience in the Dogo Argentino world into the bully community and share a little bit and apply it to my own program. So without further ado, I want to show a little bit of what I'm going to talk today is about a breeding announcement that I have, a very special one, to be honest. We bred our girl Hana, and Hana is the sister of Klaus. Everybody knows Klaus. I'm sure that if you don't, you will see him right now. That's him right here, my baby Klaus, the fawn dog, and that's his sister. She is not litter mate because she was from a previous breeding. So Klaus is 6 months younger than Hana, but they are from the same mom and dad. And as you can see, this was a great breeding because they have the same features. They're very bully, and they're very bulky and very there's a lot of substance and muscles, and I love the expression in their faces, and they're amazing temper dogs. So this is Hana, this is Klaus. I have a little bit more footage of her here. So as you can see, she's very heavy. She has a lot of substance. She's actually thicker. That's her weight right there, 133 pounds. She's actually thicker than her brother. I mean, they're about the same weight. He's a little heavier, but she's a little shorter, but she's wider in her body, which makes her, a very unique female, because it's not very common to see XL American Bully females about this size. So you can see her, her chest spread, her correctness in her feet. She's got a beautiful, beautiful thick neck, which I love. I think it's a important, very important trait in the XL American Bullies. Having a thick neck means substance. It shows the type. If you see a bully with a thin neck, for me it's a no-go right there. And also the faces. I mean, for me a dog starts at the head. So if I don't like the head, I don't even look at anything else. And I think that these dogs have amazing head pieces. So this is Klaus. That's the fawn, the boy, and they're sweethearts. And the funny thing was, I bought Klaus from my friend Alex, Kennel Russia in Brazil. Big shout out to Kennel Russia that produced amazing dogs and still have been producing great dogs. And when I bought Klaus, I remember that Russia would be sending me all this footage of Klaus and Hana, because they're not litter mates, but they're full brothers and sisters, and they grew up together. So I see all this footage of these two dogs and how they love each other. You see, he's very gentle to her, and so is she to him, and they're always playing together. Look at that sweetheart. So the opportunity of bringing Hana came a few months after I bought Klaus, and I negotiated with Alex, and I said, hey, I would really like to have a Klaus sister. And he said, well, I'll send you Hana if you want. So there she is. I brought her here. And for her, I needed a very special boy. I've had her for a year and a half almost, and I haven't bred her yet. Well, I had the plans for her. It just didn't happen to breed her because she had a split heat, her last heat. So she was not bred. I had a special, very special boy that I was going to breed her to, and I'm going to talk to you about him in a second. And this breeding was going to be crazy. A lot of people wondered what this was going to be all about, because it was, a very innovative breeding. Even though some people have already done it, I really wanted to do it with this bloodline from Brazil, because that's my thing. I want to bring the best dogs from Brazil to United States. I'm in Texas, by the way. And I want to experiment with American bloodlines, because Klaus and Hana, they have Dax in their 5th and 7th generation behind their genealogy, which means they have the pure pocket American Bully, the best, the cream of the crop. So I decided that I wanted to use either Dax, which was impossible to use on her because there's no Dax juice anymore, or his son Cashpot, that looks a lot like her dad, Komodo. I don't have a picture of Komodo here, but I will show it to you sometime. And so I said, okay. Then I went after some Cashpot juice, and there was none available anymore at that time. So I decided to go to an extreme pocket, because I wanted features like I wanted more forehead mass, and I wanted more masseter mass, and I wanted more muscles for her, but within a very well conformed, balanced structure. So here is who I chose, and his name is Colosso. He's a pocket from Folky Styles in Chicago, and he's a iconic dog. Most people in the bully world already knows who he is. And this was going to be an amazing breeding, I believe, but with a lot of risks. I understand that this would have been a long-term result, because maybe I would have gotten something at the first breeding or in the first generation. Maybe I would have my ideal dog in the second generation. And why is that? I do believe that mamas are the ones that bring the size, and the father will throw the pheno. It will throw, the not the size, but the type and some characteristics that I was looking for, like the head, this piece of the forehead, and the masseter, the shorter muzzle, and all of that, with beauty, without losing the beauty, because it's very important, in my opinion. I breed for type, and I also breed for beauty. Who wants to have ugly dogs? We always want to improve the look of your dogs, and for me, a beautiful dog is harmony. So when you have a harmony like this dog here, I mean, it's amazing. I'm really, really impressed by him. But unfortunately, things don't go as well as we want. She didn't have, she had a split heat when I was ready to breed to him. I had the stud fee all paid for, the shipping costs, everything was paid for, and it didn't happen. So I waited for this last heat, and when I was ready to breed her, I talked to the breeder, to the owner of Colosso, and unfortunately, he told me that he had some kind of accident, and his was frozen only available. Only his frozen juice would be available. So I decided that because Hana is a little older and she had a split heat, frozen juice happens very I just had a dog that confirmed with 8+ puppies from Klaus frozen material. So I do believe in it a lot. I have a lot of Dogo Argentinos that I have frozen in Brazil, and we still use them after 10-14 years with high success rate. But the thing is, Hana had a split heat. She is an older girl, and I just thought that using frozen for her was not gonna be ideal. So I decided to pass on breeding her to Colosso, unfortunately, but for also a good reason. And by that time, I didn't have tractor yet. And the funny thing is, I'm gonna leave his picture here. I love Colosso. He's such a sweet looking dog. But I'm gonna leave his picture here in this side. Let's see if I can pause it. Yes. So I bought another dog in Brazil, and that dog became my other stud here in America. There we go. And this is what I'm talking about right here. This is Champion, ABKC Champion Tractor, my new stud from Brazil. Amazing dog. And look at him. If you look at him closely, he has all the traits that I wanted for Hana. And I didn't even have tractor when I closed with Colosso. But the funny thing is, it happens that I bought tractor. He looks so much like Colosso, and he, of course, two different dogs, two different bloodlines, but the traits is what I'm looking for, and the traits that tractor brings. There's one less risk, which is the height. Who was going to guarantee to me that these puppies were going to be excel in the first generation? Not that I cared, because this is not really what I'm breeding for. I wanted to breed for type and then for height, so I could get that in a second generation. But hey guys, let's be honest. Who wants to wait for a second generation if you can have the results right away and you have the perfect dog for that? And he happens to be Tractor, so I bought him. And here he is, my beautiful boy, J.W. Bulls Tractor. There he is. And Hana, they're cuddling there. Beautiful, beautiful specimen, both of them. And I believe that this is gonna give me incredible puppies. I mean, with everything that I've been looking for. Both of them are tri-carriers, so we do have chances of having puppies. Lilac tries, chocolate tries, lilacs, pieds. I'm not really interested in color. I mean, I don't really care for the color. I care for structure and for substance. And look at that boy right there. This is what I'm talking about. Now look at Colosso and look at Tractor, and you can see what I'm talking about. They are the same type of dogs. I mean, Tractor looks like a big pocket, and I'm sure that I'm gonna have XLs only. So the risk for me and for my clients that want that is a lot lower, because we have the same type of height. But again, like I said, this was not a problem for me, because I know that in breeding, when you're breeding, guys, you cannot expect to have results right away. It takes time, and it takes, patience. Sometimes things just don't happen. I mean, you have to be patient, and even when you are, sometimes things go wrong. But I think that this breeding, there could not be a better dog to substitute this breeding for me and for what I want than my ABKC champion Tractor. Look at him. Look at his structure. You can see he has perfect top line. He's got a beautiful, beautiful top line, amazing rear, which is very rare in the XL world right now. We're lacking good rears, and this is what we should aim for. And Hana has beautiful rear too. She's Klaus' sister, so imagine we're gonna get the best of both worlds. We're gonna have the best of Tractor and the best of Klaus in one litter. So look at the movement. He's got the most amazing movement. He's very agile, as much as she is. But now she's so heavy that she can't even walk. She's really, really fat, you guys. You have no idea how big this girl is. I have not checked for numbers yet, but she is, she has a lot of puppies in there. So, yeah, so I just wanted to introduce you guys to my new litter. And that's gonna be Hana and Tractor, our champion. I'm gonna play a little bit of the other movie here too. There you go. And that's it. We have the banner made by my dear friend Ira. She lives in Israel. I do most of my banners with her. She's been doing my banners for many, many years, and beautiful artwork. And this is it. So I want you to please subscribe to my channel. If you can, hit that little bell button so you can get updates and news on my program, so you can get new tips, more tips and news on what's going on. And eventually I'm going to be showing these puppies to you. And I hope you liked my decision. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it, and I hope to see you guys again soon. I'm very happy to be here. Forgive me because this is very new for me. I love to speak and I love to talk, but I'm not very technological, so this is what I am preparing for you. I'm going to be doing more videos like this. I want to thank my friends from Sumo Bully Kennels, Earl and Audrey, because they have been helping me a lot in this project, and I couldn't do it without them. So Hana and Tractor dropping in 2 weeks or less, and I'm going to be having a lot of news here about this litter, and I hope to see you here. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.